Have you ever wondered about unschooling, what it is, and why it might be a good fit for your family? Today, I want to share some information about unschooling and how to know if it's the right fit for you. So, unschooling is a term that was created by John Holt to describe an education that is different than what's offered in traditional schools. So, when families choose unschooling, it doesn't mean that the kids are not learning. Instead, this is a type of homeschooling that is led by the student and their interests rather than the curriculum. So, when a family is unschooling, they will use their child's curiosity as the guide and allow their child to focus on learning on what they're most interested in. Lessons are often hands-on as kids learn by doing. And unschooling families rarely use textbooks or worksheets, and they also don't use tests. So instead, they are following their kids' lead and allowing their kids to learn things that they're interested in and using that as the main focus of their curriculum. There are a lot of reasons why unschooling might be a really good fit for your family. One is that when you're using an unschooling method, kids can really focus on learning in depth about the things that they're interested in. And this is really good because it allows kids to be more motivated to learn because they're interested in the topic and they're choosing the topic. And when kids are more motivated to learn and when they're more interested in what they're learning, we know that they'll learn better and remember more. And so that's a big reason why unschooling works and why it might be a good fit. In addition, unschooling has a very loose structure, which makes it really flexible. So it's easy to adapt to a wide variety of different ability levels and different learning styles. So if you're homeschooling multiple kids, that can be a helpful thing about unschooling. It also can be really helpful to adapt to a family that needs a more flexible schedule. Unschooling might be a good fit in that situation as well. There are some downsides to unschooling. The first one is that this homeschool philosophy is more defined by what it is not than by what it is. So it can be a little bit hard to explain or define unschooling because really unschooling is just something that looks very different than traditional school. And so that can make it a little bit challenging for families that are looking to get started with unschooling. In addition, the lack of structure can be really difficult for some kids. A lot of kids really thrive in a situation where there is a lot of structure and routine and expectations. And so it takes really the right kind of a kid to be able to thrive in a more loose structure that unschooling would provide. Also, this method just doesn't give as much guidance to families who want to use it. Again, because unschooling is defined more as what it's not than as what it is, there aren't as many resources out there for families who want to get started with unschooling. So it can be a little bit more tricky to figure out exactly how this method works and how you're going to use it in your own family. And then finally, like other child-led homeschool philosophies, kids who are unschooled often have large knowledge gaps. If you're not doing any kind of intentional steps to make sure that your child is following a curriculum or learning certain skills, then chances are good that your child is going to be skipping over large, important topics that they need to learn. And so as an unschooling family, it would be important to figure out how you're going to address that when it comes up. Unschooling might be a good fit for your family if you dislike the methods that are used in traditional schools and you're looking for something completely different for your child. If your child really struggled in traditional school and you just really want an experience that's completely different than that for them, then unschooling might be your answer. Also, unschooling might be great for you if your priority is really to let your child choose the topics and focus on learning about what they enjoy and what they're interested in. So if that's something that's really important to you, then your homeschool likely will have at least some level of a flavor of unschooling in it. Unschooling also can work really well for parents and families who trust their kids to learn for themselves, even without being taught by a parent. So if you really are able to let go of that need to be your child's teacher and really trust in your child and in their own ability to learn for themselves, then unschooling might be something that would resonate with you. And then finally, for kids that are really motivated to learn on their own and kids that just really enjoy learning new things and are very intrinsically motivated, then unschooling can often be a really good choice for them because they will be able to thrive even without the structure. So hopefully this was helpful. Please share your thoughts and comments about unschooling in the comments.